Yeah, I mean, I hope it did us some good. I do think we're a better football team after the game. We had some things on film. We just got to get better. We played a really, really good team that kind of exposed us in some areas, and those areas are something we're going to go to work on. But I think our young kids got exposed to a high quality 6A football team, and hopefully by experiencing that, they're better players for it. Well, hopefully better than we're going to get better, because none of us played great. None of us played exceptionally well. So we got to get better everywhere and kind of pick our game up a little bit and get it to a little bit higher level. Euless Trinity is a really good football team. I'm not sure we're going to see anybody like that the rest of this year, and their size and speed were just something we had a hard time handling. Well, I mean, it's always fun to play Abilene. It's a rival game for both of us. It's our closest 6A school in the state, and now we're in the same district. We've always played them, even when we weren't in district, but now it means a lot more. We got to go to Abilene, which is always tough to do, and we got similar football teams, so it'll be an interesting game, and it's a big district game. Big game that can kind of have some implications on your playoff hopes. Yeah, well, I mean, it's like I said, it's fun. I mean, we have a good time, and we know those guys well, and have a lot of familiar, ideas about each other. But it's a district game. It's one that we need to win. We're sitting here 1-1. We don't want to go 1-2. So playing them in Shotwell is always tough, and so we'll have to go there and deal with all that. But it'll be a great night for football, and it'll be a lot of fun. You're going to always get a really good team, man. I'm a well coached, disciplined, play hard, do exactly what their coaches ask them, and we've got real similar programs, real similar type kids, and a good friend of mine, a good coach. Fun to compete against each other, good friends. They're well coached. They're a lot like us. They don't have the same kids. Talent-wise, I think we're really similar. They're young in some spots. We're young in some spots. They're sitting there 5-1. The only team they've lost to is Tascosa. So they beat a really good Richland team a couple of weeks ago, and they got a good program, man. It'll be a big game for us, and it'll be a hard game. We're both quite a bit different, really. They got a different quarterback. We got a different quarterback, and we run the same schemes and that they've seen for 10 years, and they run the same schemes that we've seen for 10 years, but just different kids doing it, and you kind of tool things towards your talents that you have, and so they're a little different, but they still run the same plays, and so do we. Well, we're done. I mean, yeah, we moved on after Saturday's film. We got to. We got another opponent. Can't do anything about the past. Learn from it, and now we're heading towards Abilene, and that's where all our focus is. Yeah, we did run the ball well. Probably ran it better than we have been. We felt like we had a really good plan for them. We just had a hard time executing it on defense, and I figured we might get, high 20s or low 30s on them, and we did. But of course, some of that was against their second string guys in the fourth quarter. But I thought we got, we played good on offense. Got to eliminate the turnovers. That's what killed us. The turnovers, you can't turn it over to anybody, much less somebody like that. And so that kind of snowballed on us. But I felt like we kept playing hard. We kept getting better the whole game. That's why we left our guys in. We need the work. We got to get better as a unit, and felt like we did. Hopefully it'll show up this Friday. He's doing good. He's running their offense well. Throws it pretty good. Runs it. I think he's a little bit of a dual threat. Probably more of a little bit better runner maybe than he is a thrower. But I mean, he can do both and runs their offense well. And they've scored a lot of points. I mean, that tells you something right there when they're scoring the points that they're scoring, what they put on Richland and stuff like that. Bell, they put 28 on Bell, so they've got a good offense, and he runs it, and he's a guy that you got to worry about. Yeah, I just think he's comfortable now. I mean, he knows what we need, on the field, and we've got our offense kind of where we want it to be as far as the things that he does well, and I thought he played really well except for the picks. I mean, and one of them really wasn't his fault. The other two were, but I mean that's going to happen some. As much as we throw the ball, we're going to have some interceptions. It's going to be part of it, and I think he's done a great job from the time he stepped on the field against Cedar Park until right now, and I think he's just going to get better each week. Yeah, it is wide open, except for I think Euless is probably the cream of the crop, and I think the rest of us are battling. I think LD Bell's sitting there 0-2, but they played two really good teams, and now I think they're gonna rally. Us and Abilene is a big game because they're sitting there 2-0, we're 1-1, and then Richland and Haltom are both really, really good. I've seen them all on film, and I think everybody's pretty even. I really do, except for Euless, obviously. But I think everybody else is got really good football teams that play hard, and I think every week's going to be a really close game. That's helped. I think every time you go out there, you get a little bit better. I think we, even in our loss to Euless, I think we're a better football team. Found out some things, that some kids can do. Had some kids play that hadn't played a whole lot. So, we're getting better each time we go out. We're getting better each time we go out and practice. So, because of injuries and other circumstances, we've got a really, really young football team now. It was young to begin with, and now it's extremely young. So, we're going to get better. Kids are working hard, and everybody's got the right attitude. So, I'm excited about it.